have Jason Cabinda, our middle linebacker for the Oakland Raiders from Penn State Nittany Lions. Started all 13 games in his senior year and was selected team captain. You know him. You know he started for us a middle linebacker and was ranked one of the highest ranked linebackers actually by PFF near the end of the season. So we're really, really happy and honored to have Jason. Jason, thanks for coming on, man. How's it going?
Yeah, man, no problem, man. I'm good. I'm good. I'm doing well. Just working, getting ready for this season. Get my body right and all that.
Awesome. How are you spending the off season? What's your impression on the first off season as a NFL player?
It's good. It's good. It's nice to have some downtime. The season can get real hectic, real crazy with the schedule and stuff. So, having the time to kind of just get your body back, rehab, get back to training and stuff. It's nice.
Cool. And what do you expect your role to be this year? Did they tell you anything you could share with us? Where you be playing?
I'll still be playing the Mike middle position. Obviously there's a lot of competition in the room, so we'll see where we're at. When training camp comes around, but I know they were pleased with how I played last season, and I'm just looking forward to building on my season.
Yeah, I'd just like to say I'm rooting for you, by the way.
Hey, I know you got two linebackers as free agents this year, Vontaze Burfict and Brandon Marshall, the both veterans with experience. I'm sure you're excited to learn from them. Like, what's your interactions been like with them so far?
Yeah, they're good guys, guys that work. I think right now everybody just comes in and has a common goal, man. We just want to win this year. And I'm sure they're both, selfless guys, and it's going to be, go by committee and stuff like that. But we're just all ready to work. We just want to turn this place around and really have a good turnout this season in terms of wins.
Cool, man. I just wanted to ask you a couple of things. So what would you say is your biggest weakness and what is your biggest strength, and what are you trying to improve on coming into your second season?
For me, in terms of my biggest weakness or just what I really want to improve on and get better at is just, third down and coverage and, getting faster and those kinds of things, continuing to, have better play recognition so I can play even faster. And now, at least being in year 2, I really got the playbook down, so I'll be able to play a lot faster and things are a lot different. I'm not going into the meeting rooms and constantly just learning from scratch now. Now I have a good basis of, my responsibilities, what I have to do, and now I can expand on that knowledge in terms of knowing what's going on around me at all times. I think my biggest strength is, my command of the huddle, being a leader, getting to the ball, playing physical. I think all those things are good strengths of mine and things that they like in me.
That's good. That's good. And to be honest with you, you flashed a lot of glimpses towards the end of last year that made Raiders fans kind of stand up and think, wow, we might actually have a guy who can start in the NFL in your position, which we haven't had for quite a few years, and a young player as well. Another question I wanted to ask you is just about Paul Gunther. What's his coaching?
About what? I'm sorry.
He's about Paul Gunther and about his coaching style and what he brings to the team in terms of, giving you that drive and energy to succeed.
Yeah, I think Paul is a big X and O's guy. He's a very, very smart coach. He knows a lot about the game, a lot about how the game will be played, about how team defense should be played. And I think his biggest emphasis to us this year is, everybody knowing each other's position so we can all play fast, knowing what the guy to the left, to the right, in front of you, behind you is doing so that you can do your job to the best of your abilities. He's big on that stuff. He's big on, communication. He's big on fundamentals, all those things. Paul is a really good coach. I'm very happy that, he's my coach.
Yeah, does he? I know he's the defensive coordinator, but does he get? He was a linebacker coach before he became a coordinator. Does he get into the linebacker room and work extra with the linebackers?
Yeah, I think for him, the middle linebacker is really his liaison to the defense. In terms of sideline communication to the mic, communicating to the rest of the defense. That's really his guys, because we're the guys who make all the communications. We're the guys who make all the checks, all the audibles. So we need to be capable of seeing all the things that he sees, at all times. So I think that we definitely have a good relationship in those terms.
Yeah, I know Vontaze Burfict wanted to come over just because of the coach, which shows, how much the players like the coach and want to play for him and his knowledge. So it's good. And what about the Chucky, the Mr. Hollywood, John Gruden? Everybody sees him on TV, and but how is he really like behind closed doors? Is he the same guy we see on TV, or what?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a very offensive person. What you saw on TV and his broadcasting, all those kinds of things, and that's exactly who he is. Dude that really loves the game. A guy who could really just spend all day watching film, studying film, getting better. He just knows so much about the game, and he's very passionate about how the game is supposed to be played. And I think you'll really see that in the way this team plays this year as we take that next step.
Yeah, that's awesome. There's been talks about the Raiders being on Hard Knocks this year just because Mike Mayock is there, John Gruden's there, 3 first-round picks. But obviously the fans want to see everything. But how do the players feel? Do you guys want to be on Hard Knocks? Or is it like, oh, man, there's going to be a camera everywhere. We can't really be ourselves?
I don't really think there's much talk about Hard Knocks. Anybody's really worried about that. If it happens, it happens. I think it would be a cool deal. But at the end of the day, we're just focused on getting better and becoming a better team and winning the AFC.
That's cool. So do you have any thoughts on obviously the move to Vegas? Because ideally you'd be part of that move to Vegas. I
think it'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be a pretty cool deal. Obviously we're going to be in a new stadium, new facilities. I know guys are going to be really excited about that. Excited to have, a fan base I think will go real hard. Now you look at that hockey team that moved, to Vegas, or the new hockey team that started in Vegas. First year they're going to win the whole championship. So
yeah,
I think guys are really, really excited for this move. Plus, California is pretty expensive, so Vegas will definitely be it'll be better on our pockets. That's for sure.
No taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in San Francisco for work, and like an appetizer I would order, it's like $19, $20. Where I'm in New York, it's even more expensive than New York City, which is crazy. But yeah,
no doubt about it, man.
And for free agency too. I mean, people would want to, and I think players would want to come here just because they can save a lot of money on their contract.
Absolutely.
Have you been in touch? Have you been watching Penn State this year? Keep in touch with the guys you played with.
Yeah, I haven't. I actually was just up there, last weekend for the spring game. So I think I'm really excited for that team. They got a bunch of young guys, a lot of young talent. I think the leaders are going to have to really, establish themselves and separate themselves. But I think it's going to be a fun team to watch.
Yeah, are you going to bang the table for anyone come the draft from the lines, Nittany Lions?
Oh yeah, I mean there's quite a few guys. Miles Sanders. Really, really complete running back. I think you guys didn't even get to see him really scratch the surface just because obviously Saquon was there and he was kind of backing Saquon up. But I know he had his first year of being a full-time starter, and you guys got to see a lot of what he was capable of doing. And I think he has even more, to show. And I think I'm really excited for him. And Monty Arwaria has a chance to really be a shutdown corner, really competitive guy. And obviously Trace McSorley, I'm really excited to see Trace. Obviously he's going up against all the doubters. People want to talk about his size and all those things, but if there's one thing Trace has done all his career, it's been proving the doubters wrong. And I'm very, very confident that he's going to be able to do that again.
Yeah, I think Miles.
Just another. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Kevin.
No, I was just going to say, obviously it was leaked today about, it wasn't leaked, but the Raiders are coming to London October 6th, I believe, against the Bears. What's your thoughts on coming to London? Are you excited? Because obviously it's reaching international levels now where the NFL has become absolutely huge across the world.
I think it's a really cool deal. I think it's dope being able to go to London and and it's a cool experience. It's a little bit hectic in terms of that your weekly schedule kind of changes, obviously, with that long flight and all that kind of stuff. But I think it's a really good experience. I think it's good for the NFL to be able to expand itself in the UK and really show our game to other parts of the world. I think it's awesome.
I'll tell you what, I'll show you around. I'll show you around London. No problem.
No doubt.
Hey man, so going back, I know your family's from Cameroon, and but you grew up. I think you were born in California. I read somewhere. Is that true?
Yeah,
that you moved
I just missed it. But my sisters, mom, dad, whole family was all born in Cameroon.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, they have a good soccer team there. So how'd you get started in football?
They do.
How'd you get started in football, and what was your favorite team growing up?
For me, I started playing football in the 5th grade, so I started a little bit later than some of my friends. But my team growing up was the Philadelphia Eagles, and I was a big Eagles fan. My mom was a big Giants fan, so we were always butting heads in the house and stuff. But yeah,
nice. Yeah, the Eagles aren't bad. They're in the NFC, so we can root for them, I guess. Hey,
but
so
now you're a Raiders fan.
I guess everyone's a Raider fan now in your family, huh?
Yeah, no doubt. They don't have a choice now.
Yeah.
They don't have a choice.
They don't have a choice. So, what's the plan for you guys before training camp? Just get in shape, learn the playbook. What about the changes in the playbook? What are you focusing on short term?
Now is really that time. Now's that time when the guys come back from training, and now it's time for us to build chemistry as a team and get into the best shape that we possibly can. And now is the time where we're able to really slow down the learning of the playbook and really, really learn the concepts at a slow pace, compared to training camp where you kind of just installing new things every single day. You kind of just got to learn on the fly. So
yeah. And one big thing is that the Raiders have 3 first-round picks coming up. Do you have a favorite player for the number 4 overall pick?
Not really, to be honest. I know there's a bunch of edge rushers in this draft, but I mean I'm not really sure where they'll go, who will pick. But I do know that those 3 first-round picks will be really key pieces to this team going forward.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're hoping we draft some people to complement your game as well, because obviously you'd like
absolutely. I'll never complain
boy.
If we draft D linemen, man. I'll never complain. Those guys keep offensive linemen off me and allow me to be able to make some plays.
Listen, it doesn't get better than Quentin Williams this year. That guy's a stud, so hopefully he falls to us, right?
No doubt.
Yeah. Hey, last question before we let you go. Say if there's a zombie apocalypse and you could take one person from the Raiders to fight zombies with you, the toughest guy, who would you take?
One guy. That's a good one. That's a really good one. I would have to go with Saeed Blacknall. That's my best friend. Really known him since high school and college teammates. And now, we're teammates in the NFL. We just know each other best, and our chemistry is kind of on another level. We can talk to each other without even talking, to be honest. So it'd probably have to be Saeed because I believe we'd be able to be efficient and survive.
I thought he would say like Gabe Jackson or Lee Smith or somebody like that, big guys. But yeah, I guess he can run faster than them.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of strategy to that at the same time. We'd have to have a guy that you really have some serious compatibility and chemistry with. So I'd have to go with Saeed.
Yeah, makes sense, man. Well, thanks for all your time, man. We really appreciate coming on, and best of luck this year. We'll be rooting for you, man, big time.
Yeah, absolutely, cheers, no problem, man. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Oh, thank you.
No worries at all.
Take care.
And don't
you guys have a good one.
And don't forget, when you come to London, I'll show you about.
That sounds good, man. I'll take you up on that.
No worries. Take care, man.
Thank you.
All right, man. I'll have a good one.
Welcome back to another episode of the Raider Lounge podcast. Today we have 2 special guests, Ray Aspuria from RaiderRamble.com and